You ever stop to think about when you should stop saving for retirement? Now, I understand that we've been taught to work hard, save harder, and someday enjoy life, but what if that mindset is costing you more than you realize? The big question is this: how do you find the balance? How do you find the balance? How do you know when you've hit the point where you can stop worrying about maxing out your 401ks and enjoying the journey? For many of us, the answer lies in something called compounding interest. But here's the deal. When you're just starting out, and let's say you're building your first $100,000, most of that is going to come from your hard work. You're grinding it out. You're treating patients, customers, clients, and saving every single penny you can. But as your investments start to grow, that's when the magic of compounding kicks in. And then suddenly your money actually starts working harder for you than you are it. Think about it. Your investments can actually grow faster than the money you're contributing to your accounts. That's a game changer. And when you hit that magical tipping point where your portfolio can actually grow without you needing to actually save as much, it's actually worth considering if you're unnecessarily sacrificing parts of your life. So let's say that you have a work optional lifestyle in mind, okay? And you think that, okay, if I can get to the point where work is optional, I'm going to need a portfolio of about $2.5 million, okay? Now, if you're working toward that goal and you actually find yourself ahead of that schedule, maybe at 50, 53 years old, something like that, you may want to ask yourself, well, is it time to actually start enjoying more of what I've worked so hard for? Here's why this matters. If you're a high income earner like a doctor, dentist, attorney, nurse anesthetist, something like that, then you know that we're no strangers to burnout because it's very stressful in those different fields. Long hours, delayed gratification, and the constant pressure to succeed can all take a toll on us, right? But what if you could actually shift your mindset? What if you could actually start enjoying the rewards of all your hard work now instead of waiting until that, quote, retirement age, whatever it is for you, 65, 70, whatever. So imagine being able to take that dream trip to Hawaii with your family or being present at your kids' events without worrying about missing work. Those are going to be the times that you actually cherish the most, not the extra hours you spent at the clinic or the office. For me, I realized this shift when I started investing in real estate syndications, which actually allowed me to start building passive income streams instead of just my active income from dentistry. It wasn't just about hitting some sort of, quote, financial number. I was starting to give myself options. Now, after this extra income started coming in, that's when I slowly started cutting back on my hours, thus being able to spend more time with my family and focusing on the things that truly mattered to me. And you know what? I found that I didn't want to rush to retirement. I wanted to enjoy life along the way. Here's something that I recommend. I recommend if you don't have this now, and especially if you're married, sit down with your spouse and create a bucket list based on your current stage of life. So think about what you want to do now, whatever age you are now. So think about what you want to do now, again, whatever your age is, that might not be as easy to do like if you're in your 60s, 70s, or 80s. So for instance, let's say that you are 48 and you want to learn how to snow ski. Do you think something like that's going to be easier now for you versus if you wait until you're 65 or 70? Now, I'm not saying that you should completely stop saving entirely. If you're not at your work optional lifestyle goal yet, keep working towards it. But here's the thing. I don't want you to get so caught up in the grind right now that you miss the journey. So the last few years before you actually reach your goal are actually the most critical, not just financially, but emotionally. Many of us, we tie our identity to work, right? So ask yourself, when you're no longer practicing or working full time, what's going to drive you? What's going to get you excited to wake up each day? Now, if you're actually close to that goal, that's when I want you to start exploring passions outside of your work. Test the waters, whether it's hobbies, traveling, spending more time with people, whatever. These types of experiences are just as valuable as hitting that financial milestone. For me, I've actually come to realize that I love creating content just like this to inspire people like you about different paths that you can take to retirement. So at the end of the day, it's all about balance. Know your plan, understand your numbers, and start thinking about how you want to live, not just after retirement, but today. Now, if this message resonates with you, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. I share insights like this to help doctors and dentists and other high-income professionals rethink their approach to financial freedom and start to design a life that they love. And if you want to learn more about my favorite investment, like I previously mentioned, do me a favor, check out this video.